My name is Alexis, and welcome to my Chapter 2 Chemical Reactions lesson. First, we're going to start off with what is a chemical reaction. So chemical reactions create different substances which yield products, and they occur when chemical bonds form or break between atoms, ions, or molecules. Positions of the electrons in the forming and breaking of chemical bonds between atoms happen with no change to the nuclei. So in a chemical reaction, we have reactants and products. Our reactants are the starting materials of our chemical reactions. So those can be single molecules or complex ones, depending on the reaction, which we'll find out later. And then we have products, and those are the substances formed at the end of the chemical reactions. And those, again, can be single molecules or complex structures. So our first reaction we're going to talk about is synthesis reactions, and those form more complex structures. So you will have two simple molecules forming a complex molecule, such as the reaction between iron and sulfur, making ferrous sulfide. In contrast, our second reaction would be a decomposition reaction, and that is going to take a more complex molecule and form simpler molecules. And this happens because the bonds break between complex molecules. This can be found in the hydrolysis of water. So we have H2O yielding hydrogen and oxygen separately. Our last form of reaction that we're going to talk about is exchange reactions. And there's actually two types of exchange reactions. We have single or double replacement. And a single replacement reaction, we have an example is magnesium and water, and that's going to yield magnesium hydroxide, leaving a hydrogen all by itself. In a double replacement reaction, we have potassium nitrate and aluminum chloride, yielding aluminum nitrate and potassium chloride. And this happens when bonds are broken between complex molecules and form new bonds with the other molecule. So we're yielding two completely different substances. And there are other chemical reactions, such as reverse reactions, but today we're just focusing on these three: synthesis, decomposition, and exchange reactions. And chemical reactions are used to obtain desired product, and we see that throughout the body as well as throughout the world around us. So just keep in mind, when we're breathing, when we are drinking water, like all these things are formed from reactions. And I hope you guys learned a little bit about chemical reactions in this short little presentation. And I thank you guys so much for listening. Bye.